Now, this is kind of like you. When I was watching this movie, I felt like you because I kept seeing dicks.
Do me a favor, sir. You go first.
All right, I got 3. So we want to go back and forth?
Back and forth. You.
My first one is Nakatomi. About 1 hour into Bruce Willis's first film, Blind Date, released 1 year before Die Hard, Nakatomi Plaza can be seen out the window of John Larroquette's office. It's like it was calling. It was calling him even a year before.
Right. Well, one of the themes that I really saw connected in this film, and I thought I was wrong. I literally had to go research it more because I just said Tari and there's nowhere you're right. I kept getting the feeling of Speed while watching this film, and then I figured out why. John DeBont, he's the cinematographer for Die Hard and for Speed. And if you notice from the shaft scenes to the elevator to even some of the military, the SWAT people that are running around, it's so many things like, wait a minute. This has a eerie feel to it, and now you see why. So yeah, the cinematography is the connection between those.
And there's another connection between Jan de Bont and Speed and Die Hard that will come up in the facts as well.
100% correct.
My second connection is not really an explanation here. It's more of a verbal diagram. So in Die Hard, you have Paul Gleason.
We don't know shit, pal.
Who is, of course, in Breakfast Club as well. Paul Gleason seems to constantly be going against wise-ass rebels, class clown types. In Die Hard, he gets John McClane. In Breakfast Club, he gets John Bender.
You just bought yourself another Saturday, mister. Crushed.
So he's got a thing with wise-ass Johns giving him a hard time.
Kick ass.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I love is that, speaking of him, one of the other persons he was belittling and getting into it with was Al, Mr. Johnson himself. When he says, and I think he might be a cop. He's like, well, what gave you that idea, pal? He was like, the things he said about being able to spot a fake ID. Jesus Christ, pal!
He could be a fucking bartender for all we know.
Well, wouldn't you know it? Before Bruce Willis got into acting, he was actually a bartender.
Was he?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
I did. So that's the line about being able to spot a fake ID was really about a cop, but they threw that line in there, and he actually was a bartender. Why are you writing that down? Are you making a little note to go back and check me on this?
No, I'll check it in post. My last one is now this is kind of like you. When I was watching this movie, I felt like you because I kept seeing dicks. And when I say dicks, I actually mean Johnsons.
I'm Agent Johnson. This is Special Agent Johnson.
Oh. So you have the federal agents,
Johnson
the two
and Johnson, no relation,
that are with the real Vel Johnson. But this is the connection that I brought up earlier that I said was you'd appreciate. So Johnson and Johnson.
Yes.
In the movie, not unlike reality now, Johnson & Johnson comes as an imposing federally assigned attempt at a solution greeted with skepticism over its effectiveness or ineffectiveness.
Johnson, that's crazy. It's Christmas Eve, man. There's thousands of people.
You have to go wider.
That's not to say anything.
No relation.
It just is what it is, and we're recognizing it.
Well, I'm glad.
Not taking a stance one way or another about the effectiveness of anything.
I'm just glad their scenes didn't get recalled.
I am Switzerland.
There you go. Boom.
Authorization. How about the United States fucking government?
My last one here would be Mr. Of course, the irony of Mr. Reginald Van Johnson here, Al, if we will, he's giving advice to John McClane about family. Ironically, he goes on to play the father in Family Matters, who is a cop. So clearly he's just been a clinical cop psychologist for his entire life. And the crazy part about that is, we'll get into it later, is that I pseudo believe that what truly did happen, if you notice in the film, I'll save it.
I had an accident.
I'll save it for theories.
And I'll expand upon it.
I bet you will.